lovelies, welcome to another crafting video. I'm doing some messy play, not like me. So I got some mica, these Ranger mica sprays. I haven't used them, I've had them over a year. Oh, I'm in love with them. I decided I'm going to get some more colours. So I sprayed that down, and then I've got some of my random stamps and stamped on the top of that, and I love it. Made it really nice. You can use it either for background papers, little snippets to put on your projects. So I thought we'd just have a little bit of a play with stamping. I've been not doing a very good job on that one. That was my first failure, trying out inks and alcohol, but it didn't work. I've got some more mica ones here. But what I thought was I'd see about doing some tickets, because I've got, and decided you get what you pay for, because it's a faff. Cheap tickets, just some cheap ones that I got off the Amazon. It's all right, but you know, you get them because they're cheaper than the Ranger ones and the Tim Holtz, and they're okay, but they aren't half a faff. And especially, I've got a stamping platform. I don't know why I don't use it, really. Little one from Crafter's Companion, I think. So I need to start using stuff, don't I? So let's have a look. I've just got some VersaFine Claire out, Monarch. This is like a purpley colour. I've just thought I'd try the inks. State of my hands. Well, I'm not overly keen on. I think I like the look of doing all the paper with some stamping. I have got a kindness stamp that I made, peaceful stamp. It was a Valentine's Day one, but I don't make cards anymore. So let's see. That comes out okay. I do think the wooden block ones are better, aren't they? Okay, so we'll do a bit of stamping around. Hope you're all well. You know I don't like getting messy, so this for me. I started off by doing some, just getting some coffee, just because I needed a few coffee dye. We need to start making a lot again, and David's lovely avocado papers, you know. So what I've decided to do for the shop at the moment, I'm going to put a structure, rough structure, down in the description box of how much my journals, how much I charge per signature, etc. And also, you know, if I'm doing a lot of intricate embroidery on the cover, then obviously they're a lot more expensive. Yeah, quite like that. I'm getting purple ink all over me now to match everything else. I have got a stamping block when I find it. Right, I'm not overly fussed with, that's nice, but I'm not overly fussed with these tickets. Let me try it with some black. So this is the VersaFine Onyx. Onyx Negro, which is black in Spanish, I think. Negro. Stamp it down with that. Not overly fussed, are you? Not the same if you don't use a stamping thingamajiggy, but they'd be okay to go in a journal. Now then, this is my plan. Looking at pig's ear, as usual. Okay. There's Nelson. That's a better one, isn't it? What are you barking at, Nelson? Eh? Right. Okay. Now, the other thing that I have, I've got these, which cheap off the internet, and they're all right actually. These are lychee off Amazon. The only thing is you have to be very careful when you're inking them, because they tend to, because they're not very proud from the stamp itself, you end up getting ink all around it. Can you see? And that drives me mad, so you don't get a clear image. But hey, I think I need to learn my lesson, that you're better off saving up and getting the better quality, unless you're just doing it for a bit of background and you don't care. You know, you don't care. It's not like if you're doing the tickets and that's your main design, you want it to look good, don't you? If you're just stamping a few grasses and what have you in a background, that doesn't matter so much. You know, you can stamp away and stamp on top or whatever. Right, so I don't think I've got some green. Let's have a look. I've got some green archival ink. That might be a better option for these grasses. Let's try that. Let's have a look. That's a nice fern. So let me just twist that round so it's near me. Okay. Just wipe round, you see? See what I mean? You've got to faff about with this. Yeah, that's better in the green, I think. So, I thought we'd just have a play. I haven't got many little stamp papers left to use, and I think they're nice to be able to use them, bits of ripped up paper. Just sometimes, just in the corner of your tags, just to, you know, give them a bit of something different. Always leave your stamps down for about 10. Let's do let's try it in the green. Yeah. Now, if you're not used to stamping, VersaFine I like if you want a clear crisp image. Archival ink if you're going to be using your distress sprays, other things on top. If you don't use archival ink, your image that you've printed may well run, because it will reactivate. And it's so only archival. It's same with anything, archival paper, if you want things to last and not smudge out. The archival, and I like these little archival ones from Ranger because you can get the small pads, which is enough for me. I'm not a big mixed media girl really. paint wise, so they're just enough, I think. I'll put a bit of a stamp inside my tickets. You're getting Nelson in full voice today. There we go. Yeah, I'm not overly fussed with this paper, but as I say, it was a practice one. So you could get your stamping, you know, your scissors, and you could then let's have a look at that now. Stamp it there and there. They're okay. That's okay, isn't it? That'd be okay just to stick on a page, stick on a card, journaling card. Let's have a look at that one here. Yeah, you could stick that on there. That'd be nice. Okay, let's have a look what these others. I'm not over thrilled. Sorry if the light's not brilliant today as well, because the weather here in the UK is appalling. Let's just cut that up. So we've got that one. And they look a right mess on the page, don't they? But I quite like them when they're all cut down. And even if it's all wonky, that's part of it. It's okay, isn't it? I think that's all right. These little bits, look, you just use that as a pop of colour anywhere, and that. That's a peaceful stamp. A bit of something on there. So you get the picture, don't you? You get the idea. These are Fiskars decollage scissors. So I seem to be cutting all these rounded edges off, but that's because I don't like them much. There we are, another ticket. Another bit of scrap to put on. Right, let's stamp a few more. So I think you get the ideas with that, don't you? Okay, so we've got some little bits of coloured papers that we can use, and I'll move them over there. Right, let me get my other box of stamps out that are that would help, wouldn't it? Found my block. we've got a splodge of paint there. I've got a rubber stamp. And I've got this. Okay, so let's move that out the way. Let's move these tickets out the way and we can get to use those pretty soon. Okay then. So unless you're card making, I think I like the abstract ones better. But I'm just going to use this flower. It's a poppy actually. Very, very fine. It's a very, I think when you're stamping on top of the mica then, I think it just gives you background stamps. So let me try this one. It may be that you have to use a really strong black ink if you want them to be, you know, your main feature of your design, because this is let's put that there, this archival green. It's great if you want background. Let's try a different colour. Let's try some of the purple. Okay, let's try some of the purple. Oh, this is going to be better, I think. Yeah. So obviously the thing with stamping is having it in all directions. If you're using, you know, things that aren't a defined image. By that I mean either a flower or a bird or, you know, a plane. That sort of thing. Let's try the black. Negro. Onyx Negro, this is. And carried away now. Okay, so that's that one. Let's that's under here. One of my splodge. We'll have a go with the splodge. Now, if they don't stick very well to these, one of the tips that I was taught when I went on a card making day is you can just put a little bit of glue stick underneath. That makes them hold better. That's good, isn't it? This doesn't seem to want to stick on. Okay, that's that one. Right, I've got this as well. I don't know where, I think it came free in a card making magazine or something. So I think I'm going to have a go with this. Just wipe the excess off. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put my block on top to stamp it. Yeah, like that. I think that's going to be good. I can stick that on. I noticed some of the lovely kits that Tracy does. Tracy Fox Creative, as you know, I'm on her design team. And she's got a lot of these ruler type images on some of the cards. In fact, I've used them lately in the floral numbers kit. Right, okay, now just do some odd stamping around. I like that, it's going to make a great background. Now I'm smearing that on purpose because that will add, won't it? Add to it. I've also got this one, book post, but I'm going to put that, I think for now I've got enough on there. I'll put that down there to dry. I'm going to use this, see if we can make some postcards. I've used this one quite a bit. And again, do you know, I know they're more expensive on wooden blocks, but they aren't a lot easier to use. Yay! Do another one there. Right, let's see. There's my glue stick. I'm going to see if I can get this ticket to stick on here. Hello, Nelson. We've all been hearing you have a woofity woof. Right, so far so good. That's better. Should have put it on there to start with, shouldn't I? Hey. Mrs. Impatient, as you know I am. Great. So we'll take that one off. We'll put this one on. There's enough sticky still on there, I think. Yeah. You can ink them better then when they're on there. That's much better, isn't it? That's much better. Take that one off. I'm going to stick my numbers on. There we go. Yes, put it on that gold. Right. So that's that one. I'm using this piece of cloth because I want it dyed different colours. So that's why I'm using it. And we'll finish off, I think, with some of this. Let's just put another bit more glue stick on. That's better. There we are. I like that. I think we'll call that a day. So much better, but as I say, the backgrounds are nicer. These were just play backgrounds, but I don't chuck anything out really. You know, you could even use a little bit of that from that and mount it. You've got a little stamp. Could do all sorts with it. So let me know if you're going to have a go at doing some stamping on some of your handmade papers. It's nothing new. It's not rocket science, is it? It's a good job it's not rocket science because, you know, hopefully it's giving you a few tips. But probably you're thinking, no, I've learned nothing from that, Catherine. That's fine. That's okay. The main thing is just to let you know that it's all right to have a messy play. And it's not my forte. I don't pretend it is. But I enjoy doing it. And then hopefully I'll get some nice itty bitties to go in my craft projects. So thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next video. Bye for now.